Welcome back to Pony Boy Customs. I am in our new garage. There, you can't even see that, but that's our new sign. But I'm in our new shop. I just spent 6 hours this morning organizing this shelf, building loft, and organizing all the parts on the loft, and really just cleaning up because I bought this. Bought this from a buddy of mine. It is a 1956 S-120 4x4. It runs, it drives, it does not stop. So that is one of the first things that we will be messing with. But in today's video, we are going to first and foremost look over the truck, because I know that's why most people are here. Let's see what's awesome about this truck. And then in the second half of the video, I'd love to give you guys a tour of what I've got. I'm not going to show you everything, but just kind of what I've got set up here. Alrighty, 56 International S-120 factory 4x4 up on jack stands. As you can tell, it's missing a headlight, the turn signals, both covers need to be replaced. This bulb is good, but the wiring's not. I gotta rewire it. The side of it is awful. Looks like it was parked in a cow pasture, and cows just absolutely flatten the sides. The guy I bought it from ran it on that wheel, so luckily I do have a spare wheel, so hopefully I can still use that as a spare, but it will not be my main. As you can see, International, the tailgate is awful. It's really flimsy. I'll probably end up finding me one or just taking it off completely. It's got this really cool nice little hitch on it. Both taillights are busted out and gone. Wiring is gone for them as well. Here is the fender again. This tire holds air, which is nice. The front two tires hold air. Those are actually implement tires. If you look at them, they say max speed of 20 miles an hour on them, so that's cool. Not really. This was a dual gas tank setup, so you got one on this side. You would have one on the other side, but it is currently in the bed of the truck. I bought it from a friend of mine, and he was gonna try to get it going and then change his mind. The bed isn't in awful shape. He also bought 4 tires, so I can put tubes and tires on it. But behind these tires, I'll see if we can see it up front here. Yeah, there's quite a bit of rust in the very front, but it's like the front probably 6 inches. So I'm gonna just patch that as best as I can. This is hanging off right now because the fuel tank brackets are what holds the steps on. So this fuel tank, the neck would come out right here. It's just been removed for the moment. Again, International S-120 series. Here are your needing to be rebuilt International locking hubs. So yeah, there's not much in the bed. Out of that, the tires on it are about to get taken off and put in the bed, so doors will open pretty much all the way out, which is nice. The windows actually do roll up quite well, so they go down really easy. This wing window is pretty bad. It's starting to get water in it, and the pin that it pivots on right here is rusted gone, so we try not to, it'll fall out. This glass, if I can get it back up here, is pretty shattered and bad as well. Definitely gonna need glass there. The back glass is pretty bad. The headliner's gone. Back in the windshield, however, is immaculate. No breaks, no nothing. The seals look decent. That wing window opens, but it's broke. That window's shattered. It's all inside the door panel. It is shattered. Both doors open and close really well. It has cab lights in it. It's only got 2. It's got one in that corner and one in this corner. A branch fell on this one and dented the roof in real bad, so I'm gonna have to fix that dent, but it's kind of hard to get to. No power steering, no power brakes currently. No brakes at all, actually. So it's got to get a whole new brake system put in it. The clutch works well. We've actually drove it around. I drove it in here. Drove really well. The key has key, comes on and off just fine. Lights. It has a locker, but it's a transfer case locker from what I understand, because there's nothing in the diff, but there's one in the transfer case. So that's going to be interesting. I got to figure that out. The speedo works. The fuel gauge is not. The temperature gauge, I never saw it move, but we never drove it a lot. It's got this black kind of weird stuff all around this gauge. It's on the outside, so I'm going to try to scrape it off, see if I can clean it up to reveal those better, just so you can see it better. That one's in good shape. We've got our wipers, our lights. Wipers, lights. Headlight does work when the battery's in it. Choke, not connected right now. I don't know what that one is. It's gone. Cigarette lighter. Pattern for all the shifters. Heater controls. It does have a heater. My buddy pulled the fan out of it, as you can see. That's a huge rat's nest, so we're gonna have to mess with that. Ashtray with some sort of pins in them. That looks really nice. Okay. All the shifters. So this is your gear shifter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or reverse. Yeah, reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse. Okay. This one right here is a park brake. And when we slide underneath the truck, that park brake is a band brake around the driveline. So that's cool. This is low range, high range, low range, high range. So technically it's an 8-speed forward, 2-speed reverse, but it's, yeah. And then you get your 2-wheel drive is forward, 4-wheel drive is, or 4-wheel drive is forward, 2-wheel drive is backwards. So yeah, that's the interior. It's got one really, it's pretty flimsy, but it's still a good visor. That one's not even in it. I don't know. Not there. Needs all new window seals, door seals, everything. The floors have this really cool rubber mat on it that has the international symbol on it. Makes the floor to look way better. And here, solid. Right at the firewall, however, it is not. Heck of a jump. A little bit of rust up in here. A little bit of rust, not awful on this side. The other side is pretty bad. So we'll walk over there. Oh yeah, that's the other. Just shuts. No problems. Which is awesome. It's got the 260 inline 6 in it, 4-speed, and it's got a divorce transfer case. I got a lot of stuff to do. We'll talk about that. It's all on that board later. See, this fender's pretty beat. I'll get out. This is, let's see, can I find the, because they're implement. Max speed, 20 miles an hour. These are implement tires, which is just funny to me. This one's free. It spins, so that's good. I'm probably still gonna bust them open and look at them. See what that looks like. Mirror brackets here, but gone. The mirror's gone. The other side has a shattered mirror. This one also just like butter. The seat definitely needs to be cleaned, but the seat's in really good shape, so that's awesome. As you can tell, rust. This is all license plate worthy though, like it's not bad. Not bad, but then, oh, and it just ripped. That's nice. I don't know how much license plates are gonna help all of that, so it's pretty rough. I think I'm gonna end up probably just throwing a street sign here and try to keep this matte, although this matte keeps dissolving the more I touch it, so I gotta get it out to fix the floor. I gotta fix the floor. It's about to be wintertime here in Kansas, and I gotta fix the heater and the floor if I'm gonna drive it during that. So, need a little heater control. So, glove box, nothing in it. It had a cardboard thing in it that we took out. It was awful, full of rat crap and everything else. See, there's the heater, fan. There's an old coil off of it. Took water. So yeah, this is the International. I don't know what year bumper this is off of. It is not an original bumper. It looks like a 60s, 50s, or a 60s, 70s bumper that they took off of something else and just put on here. But we'll see what happens to that eventually. So, I worked for 6 hours getting my shed ready this morning to make this video. So that's what this was. I finished all that. I built a loft. I hung up some lights. There's another light over there. The light over there. I organized. I'm still working on organizing. I haven't built tire racks yet or put up my cage fan, but that's for later date. This is the 56 International. Number one priority. It runs, it drives, it has lights, no brakes. 0 brakes. So I'm putting an all new brake system in it. Master, I've looked for the Master. The Master's bad. I kind of checked it as best as I could. Putting Master. I'm going to just start with wheel cylinders. I'm not going to worry about shoes just yet, and I'm sure I'm going to need lines. It's a 1950s truck, and it was sitting in a field for, I think, the last 30 years. So, definitely getting brake lines. Tires. The tires on this thing are awful. Dry rotted are awful. I do have tires. They're dry rotted as well, but not near as bad. Luckily, these are tube tires. The problem is all my tubes are bad, so I got to get tubes and liners for it. Lights. I'm only going to replace what's there or fix what's there. I'm not going to add any extra right now, but it only has one headlight. That's all the lights it has, so I'm going to put all new lights. Part of that is rewiring, but I'm going to rewire the whole truck. It doesn't charge, and I'm thinking it's this resistor right here. They're known for going out after sitting for a while or just being old in general, so that's with the charging system resistor. I'm going to start there. If I got to rebuild the generator, I will, but if you look at all the wiring here, it's interesting. Some of it looks original, some of it looks like it was brought in secondary, but there are some wires on here that are solid core, like 110 house wiring, so that's interesting. And then fuel system. Both tanks are there. I have a clicky clacky I was running the truck off of right now. You know, these good old Holly clicky clackies. So I'm gonna run it off of that for a while. But new tanks, new lines, and I'd like to put in, it's got a block off right now. My buddy put that on and bought the clicky clacky. If I get this thing running, driving, stopping, I'm putting a manual pump back in it, because I just love manual pumps. They're better than these stupid Hollies. I don't trust them. So, and then after that, we'll look at whatever else needs to be done to it. But that should make it running, driving, and get it to where I can register and drive it around town. And so that's the goal. So, yeah, that's the truck. Today, after I get done filming this little video, I'm gonna pull the tires off of it and probably pull drums and just look at what we got. So, this is part 1 of hopefully several videos worth of a series. Thanks for tagging in. As for the second half of this video, I'm gonna just give you a quick tour of our new garage and where we will be stayed for quite a while. Hopefully the next few years while I'm here in college, but definitely for a little bit, and hopefully you'll get some pretty good videos either out of this. I'm in the truck here, or I'm in a big storage complex, and there's a ton of guys out here from the college who have cars, and we've messed with a ton of stuff. I don't video a whole lot of it, but I could start if y'all really want it. So here's my shed tour. To start off any good tour, here's the outside. See, there's some people working on their cars. There's a big shed up there. I mean, we all got some cool cars. Even my neighbor's working on stuff. Here's my old daily and my bicycle. That's how I get to and fro from the college. This thing sat here last night because it was loaded full of parts for the International that I was going to be using this morning. So I just left it out here. I got me a grill, which is always real nice to have. It's just a little charcoal grill. I haven't Used it here recently, but got me a little charcoal grill. That's my trash can. There's a dumpster on the premise, and so after I finished cleaning out that, I went and dumped all my trash. I got some tires I gotta get rid of. I picked them up because they were free, and I wish I didn't pick them up. Those bikes should sell tonight, but we shall see. And then here's our front door. It is, to begin with, a 35 by 12 foot shop. The International is obviously sitting right here. We've got this main switch that operates that light bulb up there. I've got another little Harbor Freight light hanging here. Extension cord. Got some old John Deere signs I had. All my winter coveralls and jackets, those will come in handy hopefully soon. We got my shelving unit here. I bought this up at a Baumgart here in town on sale for $180. It was pretty nice. I've got extra jack stands, ramps, hitch. That's all power tools. So my corded circular saw, angle grinders, things of that nature, all of that's in there. I've got some extra impacts that I don't use sitting in there. Gas cans, bolt bins galore, actually. If we come over here, washers, that one's empty. Yeah, there we go, we got bolts. What's in here? Oh, hello. Things are falling out. Longer bolts. All that fun stuff. Screws in here. We've got, I think this one's got some chains and D-rings and stuff. That one's empty. Gasket. Oh, that's my random pile. Which screws. Battery terminal, you know. Crazy stuff like that. All of the shelves have this like grate. I replaced plywood. Battery and bolts for the International. I run Hercules stuff, so my Hercules, my charger, stereo, which I've got big O speaker and a bowling ball. Big O speaker, and then over in that corner, a big O speaker. So we have a little party time in here sometimes, you know, get to bumping while we're working on stuff. PPE on the top tray there. This is like light bulbs and other stuff that I had, so I need to resort that. And then basically a parts bin. Fishing tackle is in there, poker set, tap and die set, torque wrenches, serpentine belt tools, battery checker, oil pans, and the oil bath air filter for the International. Ice chest. That box is full of flags. I need to hang up some in this spot. I just haven't got there. Toaster that I pull down and I plug into my strip back here. That strip, actually, if you were to follow the wires, goes over here. The wires go up, they go over, they go down. I've got this plug, and I've got the one at the front with the switch. So this strip is ran off of this plug, and then that wire, but right now I just built this loft and everything, so I'm gonna make a more permanent solution. But right now, that's what I got there. So anyways, back to here. Fan, currently just running. Over here, we got a little mini fridge I bought. $20. Got me some waters, some sodas. RC Cherry, Big Red, waters, frozen M&Ms. Gotta have your Gojo. Gotta have it. Some signs, weird stuff. Chair and couch that I bought. I think it was $50 for the two of them when I first got in here. I've taken a nap on that couch. It's super comfy when it's cool in here. Last week it was like high of 60s, now it's 82 today, so, but when it's cool, that couch is awesome. Some extra wood that I stole from some people, not stole, but they weren't using it, so I took it off their hands. 2-barrel carburetor. Waters, sodas, extra. I've got a poker table, folding table, oils. That bottom drawer is a bunch more oils. That's wiring. Oh, hello. Lots and lots of wiring. Radios. CB radios, normal radios, and a battery charger that I don't think works. Nothing. I've got this cool thing I bought. I bought it for $1. at a like Goodwill kind of store. I got my glasswares in here, so I'm starting glass stuff. So Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Sea Beer, and I got that course for free. So beware of cougar. I don't know. Friend gave it to me. It's cool. This is my birthday present this year. Let me try to get all the glare off of it. 20 Boy Customs. I love that thing. I also got some shirts made. So, Do Not Enter, Beware of Temptations, Bunkin' Bronco. I took a pallet and cut it in half for that speaker perch and this side table for drinks and stuff. Underneath there, those are harnesses. When we take rollers out the back of trucks, we use those to strap ourselves in. Folding chair, folding stool, brake clean, consumables, pretty much is what's in here. That cord runs up and over into this light, which the fan's also plugged into currently, so that's going to be re-engineered at some point. That's what we got there. This is my toolbox. I got quite a bit of stuff. So, like, this is my 3/8 drawer alone. I got plenty of stuff to do what I'm supposed to. Hammers. So, you know, I just do what I do best, I guess. Wrenches, just my SAE wrenches. Makes it easy to do my stuff. Some of the longer stuff that doesn't fit any in my drawers. Some more funnels and stuff down there. More tools in there. Pry screwdrivers. That's what those are. Those are pry screwdrivers with TV blaster and brake clean. And the top of my box is too tall for me, so I got a step so I can get up to the top of my box. Which, when I built this loft, I didn't think about it. The lid does stay up, but it doesn't open all the way anymore. So the drawer's still open, but that was bad on me. Workbench I built quite a while ago. 2 vices that I need to get mounted. More brake clean, fire extinguisher, heater. Folgers cans and stuff for parts. Big cage fan. So over on that list, that cage fan, that needs to get hung up somewhere. That bucket is full of used oil. I don't know what's in there. More tools. This is my electrical drawer. Just my basic electrical drawer. If I got to do electrical diag, I got more of that. Big toolbox, but that's just the basic one. This is a lot of my like hand carpentry tools, your saws, hammers, pry bars, clamps, things of that nature. Under here are kits. So that's a compression checker, ball joint press. I've got a front end tool. I got some cases in there for, you know, all the tools you need. Extra wood, plywood stuff in here as well. Shoot time. A loft that I just built. It's all made out of stuff either from pallets or pallet fort covers, which is what all these 2x6s are from. I just threw it up there. I got a bunch of extra parts up in there. That black tote there is full of small block Ford parts. So I've got distributors, an intake. I got an intake manifold and distributor, 2 sets of valve covers, stuff like that. On top of it, which you can't really see, but there's a cardboard box. It's got a 2-barrel carb from a small block Ford with a bunch of extra parts. I've got a breather off of a car, a gas tank that came with the International. It's for a motorcycle, so I don't know. It's a little blue gas can. 5-gallon buckets. I've got a 5-gallon just little air tank that I can air up there with the hose reel. Extra fuel tank also came with the International, not for the International, just a behind the seat fuel tank. 2 mufflers, more stereo stuff, and then I put like this can, that charger also doesn't work, looks cool, you know. Got the light, got the fan. The fan feels really nice when you're working right here, so totally worth it. And then I've got my board to explain what I got going, keep me semi-organized, as well as on my laptop I got spreadsheets going. That's not my jack. That's a friend's jack. I need a jack. I need to buy a jack. I had a fridge that I was given. Guy told me he didn't know if it worked or not. It did not work, so Me and a few idiots decided to like beat it with hammers and stuff, and then we signed it, and it's just our little memento. Fishing poles, ladder, and I think that's it. International. Yeah, that's basically the place. Welcome to Mikasa. I may end up at work right now. They've got some AstroTurf for sale for like $10 for a 5-foot by 7-foot piece. I may put AstroTurf right there just because. We'll see. So yeah, this is the first installment of this beautiful International. I can't promise the videos will be fast. To get that stuff done, and just that stuff done, is going to cost me like $1,000, and I'm a broke college kid. So I can't promise I'm going to be putting up a video next week, or maybe even the week after that. It may be a minute. I also have other obligations. So it is a project. It will be posted on. I hope you guys enjoy.